Yo, Mabuhay, and what's good? Today we're talking about 7 of the most frustrating things that new Thetan Arena players do. If you're new to the arena, you have to stop doing these things or at least practice on getting better in these areas. Let's go. Alright guys, before we get started, I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't downloaded or played Thetan Arena yet, you're missing out on some serious fun and potential to earn some cash or cryptocurrency. So if you're interested in that, I'll have a link down in the description. Alright, let's get started guys. Number 1 on the list, we're not wasting any time. The number 1 thing that frustrates me the most out of new Thetan Arena players is they always go solo. Don't go solo, guys. I mentioned this in my last video. I'm going to mention it again because it's so common and I see it every single match. People always want to go solo and be the hero. I know sometimes it's tempting to stick to the plan that you have in your head. Maybe you want to level up your character, be the first one to get the battery or star, or maybe be the hero trying to steal the star on your own, but you have to stop doing everything solo. Thetan Arena is a team game with only 4 active players in each match, which means losing one player already puts your team at a 25% disadvantage. It might not be as rewarding as a clutch kill or steal, but in a fast-paced game like Thetan, there is power in numbers and variation, and any skill that your character can provide is something that needs to be leveraged and used wisely. At number 2, we have forgetting objectives. New players of Thetan, please stick to the plan. The objectives of every game mode is pretty clear, guys. In Tower, you got to get the battery and defend it. Superstar, grab the superstar and collect all of the smaller stars that drop. In Battle Royale, it's a game of simple survival, but for some reason, there's always someone that thinks that every game mode is deathmatch. What is up with that? I know collecting batteries and stars can be a bit boring, especially if the enemy isn't pushing too hard, but remember, Thetan Arena is a play-to-earn game, which means earning money by playing this game isn't going to be easy. You need to stick to the objectives and make sure you guys are winning more games than you're losing. Focus on the goal and stick to the plan. Alright, number 3 is one that really gets me, guys. You need to stop farming so much. Don't get me wrong, if the game pace is pretty steady and the objective isn't ready yet, then yes, of course, use your free time to farm some gift boxes, but as soon as the timer gets under 10 seconds or there's some kind of turn of events, you need to stop what you're doing immediately and sync up with your teammates. There isn't much time in the match as it is, and so linking up with your team and taking control of the battle will do you more good than the orbs you're trying to farm. Plus, you can always come back once the action is over and farm again. At number 4, stop chasing and thirsting your enemies. You don't need every kill every time, guys. I know the smell of blood from a legendary hero at 10% health is just too good to pass up, but man, y'all need to stop thirsting those kills. It will do your team more harm than good if you go down. And imagine if the character you're trying to thirst gets saved by his team while you sacrifice yourself. Don't forget tip number 2, stick to the objective. Staying near your team and harassing your enemies to buy your carrier more time is a far more effective play than thirsting. If your team manages to steal the battery or the star, they're going to need some defense. If your tower's under attack, they're going to need help taking down the robot. Stop wasting time with those thirst kills. Number 5, stacking on top of your teammates. I already mentioned this in my last video also. Again, too many people do it, so I gotta mention again to drive it in your guys' minds. Y'all need to stop stacking on top of each other. Spread out and keep yourself safe from a lot of those OP skills that some of these characters have. Giving your opponents a team wipe is probably the worst thing that can happen in this game. Your team will lose valuable time and the momentum of the match. So by spreading out, you're not only keeping your team safe from a wipe, but you're also closing off lanes that your enemies might consider flanking on. Alright, at number 6, guys, just as bad as number 5 is standing in one place. I hate it when I see my teammates standing in one place. This game is super fast paced and you need to keep moving. So much so that you need to learn how to aim and shoot while you're on the run. Of course, there are a few exceptions to this, but for the most part, if you're not moving in this game, you're dead. There would be so many times where I would think my enemy didn't see me go in and lurk inside a bush, only to be punished with a meteor slam or a rocket plunger. Freaking plungers, man. Alright, last on the list, guys, coming in at number 7 is don't be a passive carrier. Alright, so what that means is just because you're the carrier of a battery or a star doesn't mean you can't help your teammates out. I don't know what it is, but for some reason there are some people out there who think that when they become the carrier, their job is to run away. While it's true that you need to keep safe until the time expires, being a passive carrier is no bueno. If you see your teammates who are trying to protect you are in a bit of a pinch and maybe they just need some assistance to turn the tide of the battle, be a bit aggressive and help them out. Once they've been taken out, you can switch back to your survival role. A carrier that knows how to balance their responsibilities is one that you always want holding the objectives. There you go, guys. 7 things that you need to stop doing as a new Thetan Arena players. I'm not trying to call out all the new players or bad players. I honestly still consider myself a new player and I always make a few of these mistakes even until today. But the only thing we can do is practice on the things that we fall short on and just provide the best value to the team that we match up with. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more Thetan Arena gameplay tips and tutorials just like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I have a lot of new Thetan Arena videos lined up, so stay tuned for that. Until then, happy farming, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.